I am not the same person that left Colorado to Arizona and then from Arizona to California. So I will never be the same after this. Never. So hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So welcome back to Colorado. Yeah, welcome back to Colorado. So I'm excited for this video. If you've been following me or following my journey, I've been traveling for like the last almost 3 months. I've made my way back to Colorado. And today I want to share a little bit about my journey and what I've learned and how it can help you as well. So I have my computer, I have some notes, I have my Zivia kids. So I have my Zivia kids. It's in this. My throat is a little parched. So I had a journey. It was quite the journey. It was interesting because it was a physical journey and quite the inner journey. I've encountered a lot of challenges, both personal, some business, but I wanted to share this because it's led me to where I am now, and I want to share that with you. Initially, I started my journey off to Arizona, and I stayed there for about a month and a half, and then I made my way to California, and I stayed there for about a month as well. I did not expect to go through the things that I went through, to be where I am now, which my life has totally changed because on a personal level, did not foresee where things are going in my personal life. Honestly, did not foresee myself being back here in Colorado, but we're here. I wanted to share this because the journey has led me to where I want to take my business and where I would like to go. So this is a challenging video. You know, I initially went into it with a lot of how I was going to relay this and put it out there. And now that we're here, I am having a hard time with this. So what I'll start with is, what I'll say is that I will be hosting an intensive on August 21st on H&M scripting. So H&M scripting is hypnotic and melodic scripting. And so we pair the hypnotic writing and the hypnotic imagery with the melodic piece. And what makes it so powerful is the sensuality. The foreplay, the sensuality, bringing masculine and feminine together, masculine with the instruction piece, the imagery piece, the hypnotic writing piece, and the melodic writing, the melodic part with the tempo and the music and the sensuality, and how powerful when you pair those two together, how powerful it can be when it comes to self-hypnosis. So I will be doing an intensive on my brand new modality, which I'm really excited about because I know personally how powerful it is and how it can transform your life. So really excited for that. So I had to put that out there. So now that we have that out the way. So I started my journey in Arizona, and it was interesting. It was interesting because I went there with the intention and left there with I left Arizona changed. And it was interesting because if you travel and you go places and you're out of the norm, it can just being out of the norm and out of your normal environment and the normalcy of your life really can change you. So Arizona offered a lot of different things. You know, I'm an avid hiker and I love nature. I love exploring. And one of the things that I realized in Arizona, especially when I was hiking and just exploring and trying new things, is how things tend to even flourish in the worst of conditions. Like it literally, when we were there, it got up to like 110, 115. Nature was still naturing. There was things still flourishing, even in the harshest of conditions. And I recognized that. And I thought it was so beautiful, even though I wasn't flourishing in those harsh conditions. But it was a lesson, and seeing those things and seeing how people adapted to the environment and the climate and all those kind of things, which in those harsh conditions, my system went haywire, and I had to still move forward. I had my event, I had my launch of manifesting basics, and I still had to move forward in spite of that. And, I shared a little bit about the launch of Manifesting Basics and how that went. So I'm not going to go into too much detail with that. But that was the big lesson in that, was flourishing even in spite of harsh, really challenging conditions. So I went there with the intention of something, did not leave with that. But I met some beautiful people that I'm still in communication with today, and we're going to work together and all sorts of stuff. So that's really exciting. So I left Arizona, made my way to California to the beach, which was really, really interesting. One of the things that I really notice about California is that everything was in such abundance. Like everywhere you looked was abundant. There was lemons growing in people's yards, and trees, and peaches and oranges, and the plentiful of sea life and seafood, and just everything was in abundance. Just avocados and strawberries, just everywhere. Everywhere. There, everywhere you looked, everything was in abundance. And I lavished in that. I love that. I love, like, just everywhere I looked, I saw abundance everywhere. And it was like, it was crazy. Even abundance and sweat. That's another thing that I had to deal with, was abundance and sweat. I was like, I'm like, I live here in Colorado, so I'm not used to sweating. And that was another thing. I was like, whatever. But being able to really integrate in these different places and actually be a part of it and feel somewhat a part of the community, being there as long as I was, it was just really, really interesting. A lot of lessons, a lot of challenges, but a lot of lessons, and a becoming of who I am right now in this present moment. And that's what traveling and integrating yourself into these different places can offer you, is something truly beautiful. And so I come back to Colorado really changed. I am not the same person that left Colorado to Arizona and then from Arizona to California. Not at all. I had to learn a lot of things, and I understood the assignment. I understood that the reflection that I was encountering was something for me, for my soul's growth, for my transformation. And I want to share a little bit about that and how that can help you, because I do find that people that just need that thing, right? That need a breakthrough, that need that transformation and can't see the forest through the trees, that going through something similar and integrating yourself and going through challenges and something that's outside of your normal environment, how that is so powerful and can offer you so much. So I live here in Colorado, and I really enjoy Colorado. I love Colorado. I love hiking. I love the nature. I love the horses. I love range living. It's just something about being in the mountains that is so meditative, that offers you just a different perspective. And I believe that honestly, the elevation here and the altitude does something to you. And I really love living here because even when I made the journey from New York to Colorado, it changed me completely. Like, I never thought I could be so connected with myself through that journey. And then from Colorado to Arizona in the desert, I mean, it's a true desert. It's a true desert, okay? And having to go through that and integrating myself in the desert, going to Sedona, and just the topography, the difference was just so incredible, so beautiful. And all of those things offered such a huge shift for me. These last few weeks, couple of months, I have shifted so much in my life and transformed so much in my life that I don't recognize myself. Like, I know that I'm not even the same person. Like, I can look at my pictures of myself. Like, if I go through my Instagram, I look a couple of months ago, I don't even feel like I'm the same person. And so that's what travel and integrating yourself and going through things and getting yourself away from your normal environment can offer you. It is such a powerful transformation that, Lord. In Arizona, one of the things that I really learned that was just kind of like crazy to me was, like I said, flourishing regardless of the conditions. So part of Arizona's integration transformation was it taught me resilience. It taught me tenacity. It taught me how to overcome and keep going, and that resilience piece. And that was huge, huge. If you've ever been in a desert like Arizona and have encountered 115 and 100 degrees at night, I mean, that's crazy. 100 degrees at night, you realize that, you just make things work. You make it work. You endure and you develop that resilience. So Arizona was really, really interesting. And then from Arizona to California, the ocean, flow. I mean, I would spend most of my days taking long walks on the beach. And I swear, every time I would leave the beach, I just wanted to fall asleep. It did something to my system, the waves crashing and the water and I don't know what it was, but it did something to my system that just relaxed me so much. And traveling to Santa Barbara and Malibu and, and experiencing luxury and really great food, like really fresh, great, delicious, decadent food, just was like feminine. It was so feminine. So to me, Arizona was more of that masculine energy, tenacity, resilience. And then I went to California and everything was in abundance and multiplied. And, fruit trees everywhere. Like, we looked at homes and like all the homes had fruit trees and all sorts of things in the backyard, in their yards. And it was just an incredible experience. It was just so feminine, luxurious, decadent, fresh olive oil. I didn't even know that they had so many different flavors of olive oil, and grapes and strawberries everywhere, everywhere. So I got to tap into the multiply, the repetition, the tempo of the waves, and the abundance of the food and the freshness and the luxury that California had to offer. And it was just so amazing. Though it did have its challenges, because there's always a shadow side to everything, right? I just got to tap into flow. I got to tap into abundance. I got to tap into luxury. I got to tap into that side of my water goddess. That's going to lead me to what I want to do. Basically, the whole journey led me to trusting life, trusting in life. And that was the biggest takeaway from all of it, from Colorado to Arizona to California, was to trust in life. What I want to do is offer the experience through retreats to people that want to transform their life, that want to go through this transformative, that want to go through this transformative, process of alchemy and trust and deep connection with yourself. So this deep connection with yourself leads to more trusting in yourself. And I realized that throughout the process, this whole journey, that I didn't truly trust myself. And it did show up in my reality a lot. And I had to really let go and trust. I mean, truly let go and trust, because I could feel like myself trying to control, like sometimes, especially with travel, you try to control a situation. Like you want certain, at least for me, I want to be in a certain type of lodging. I want to be a certain place. I want to be in certain place, location matters. I had it was this control and not trusting in life. And I really had to just let go through. And that was what conjured up a lot of challenges and obstacles, is that control piece. And so I had, by the end of the journey, let go of let go of that control and just trust the process. And it was just interesting how, I'm such a mountain girl here in Colorado, and then I became a desert girl in Arizona, and then I stepped into my water goddess, into flow, into trust, into abundance, into luxury in California. And just the whole transformation was so incredible. So at the end, I had to totally lean back and trust in life. And essentially, when you trust in life, and I say this all the time when it comes to manifest it like a woman, when it comes to the energetics of it all, creation energy, which is feminine and masculine, that's together, they in harmony is creation energy. So trusting in life is me. And so essentially, I had to learn to trust myself. So in the trusting of life and letting go and totally leaning back, I had to learn to trust myself. I had to let go and just trust. And that's where I'm at now. It's just trusting in this unfolding. And, I talk about your inner child and what excites your inner child. I talk about the family all the time. And how to know that you're in alignment is to recognize and see and hear your inner child. That's the alignment that you're looking for. I know what it's done for me, and I think about what excites me and what I've always enjoyed. And it's always been events. It's always been putting on an experience for people that will transform their lives. So we're going to do 3 retreats, and it's going to start here in Colorado. It's called the Mountain Girl Retreat. And then we're going to Arizona, and we're going to step into our Desert Girl. And then we're going to California, and we're going to do all sorts of things on the beach and enjoy our feminine energy, being in our feminine energy, and step into our water goddess. Mountains offer such a meditative, spiritual connecting to yourself. And then Arizona offers more of a flourishing, regardless of the conditions. And so that means building resilience and overcoming obstacles in the transformation that happens there. And then California, and stepping into the abundance, stepping into luxury, stepping into flow, and basking in that. You can attend one retreat, or you can attend all three or two or whatever it is. Anyways, you guys, that's all for this video. I really wanted to share. I will never be the same after that. So again, August 21st, we're having the H&M Scripting Intensive. So if you are new to me, if you do not know who I am, this is the first time that you're seeing me and you're on the fence about these retreats, my H&M Scripting Self-Hypnotic Intensive might be a really great introduction to who I am. So if you're interested in that, I'm going to leave the link below for that. We only have 10 spots. We only have 10 spots for the H&M Scripting Intensive. And so this is about stepping into your dream girl self using self-hypnosis. And so it's about closing that gap from who you wish to be, that vision you have for yourself, and who you believe you are in this present now moment. And so we use sensuality, and sensuality is, do it through sensuality, foreplay, and sensuality is using our senses and inviting that version of ourselves in. So I've done videos on H&M scripting. I won't go into all of the things about H&M scripting, but it is very sensual. It is the foreplay. It is the marrying of the two and how it makes it easy for you to step into that version of yourself. So I'm really excited to share my brand new modality. This is step 2 of Manifesting Made Basics, is part of step 2 of my Manifesting Made Basic method. So really excited to share H&M scripting. If you're interested in that intensive, I'm going to leave the link below. Again, and I'm also going to leave the link below for this transformative soul-led retreats. If you're interested as well, I'm going to leave the link below for those as well. Anyways, you guys, nice to meet you. I will check you guys in the next video. Peace.